This is absolutely mortifying. Look at what Eric Spoelstra has to say about this. That was a very dangerous and dirty play. Keith took a foul, and it was one of those fast break take fouls, and he did with his shoulder. You might deem that maybe as a little bit more than just slapping somebody, but after watching it on film, it was a take foul. That's how I saw it. And the play after that just was absolutely uncalled for. So we have something that just broke out in the middle of the Miami Heat, well, towards the end of the Miami Heat Denver Nuggets game. That's absolutely mind-melting and extremely out of character for Nikola Jokic. So real quick, man, this video is going to get demonetized because, of course, we're showing a fight, and YouTube doesn't really like fights, man. So the reason why I care about that is whenever a video gets demonetized, YouTube will not promote it to a larger audience because they can't make money off of it through ad revenue. So if you could take a moment to leave a like so we could fight back and try to get this promoted in the algorithm, I'd greatly appreciate that. Also, this is our second video of the day, so if you could consider subscribing and turning on our notifications, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. Check out our socials and our merchandise down below. And now that we got all that out of the way, cue the intro. One of the most difficult parts about being a man is finding a way to shave your face without breaking your bank on shaving cartridges. And that's why I go to Harry's for all of my shaving needs. Harry's crafts long-lasting, durable razor blades that would typically cost $100, but they're giving it to you for a significantly bigger discount. Like their starter set, for example, would easily be a $13 value, and it includes a 5-blade razor, a weighted handle, foaming shave gel with aloe, and a travel cover, and it's all just $3 freaking, bro. But in addition to that, they're just a great brand. They have a bunch of awesome products for your face and your body. And right now, when you go to harrys.com/flightmike, you can get their starter set for just $3. Yes, something that would typically cost you hundreds of dollars will now start costing you $3 with a significant increase in quality of shave as well. And thank you, Harry's, for today's sponsor. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Typically, in an instance like this, you wouldn't expect a team that is literally beating the crap out of the other team, and at least the team that is winning, to do something of this nature, especially not from the defending league MVP. So the Denver Nuggets currently don't have Jamal Murray. They're going to be without Michael Porter Jr. for a while because he has a lower back injury. And now they might be without their top 3 players for the foreseeable future, given what Nikola Jokic just did. Now, before I roll the clip, man, I want you to pay attention to how freaking delusional the Denver Nuggets head coach Michael Malone is in regards to what just went down. I mean, it doesn't even seem like he wants to admonish or criticize Jokic for what he did. I understand you're his head coach, and I guess to some extent you need to take the man's side, but it seems like he's just okay with what went down and is just blindly defending Jokic. I guess that's what you're supposed to do as a head coach, get your star side no matter what, but just, you know what, listen to what he says and let me know what you guys think, man. I will concern myself when they tell us he's suspended. So it looks like Michael Malone already knows that Jokic is going to get a huge suspension for just went down. I'm not going to waste any of my time looking into my crystal ball and my tea leaves. I don't have any of that. He's available until they tell me he's not, and I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be available Wednesday night. Oh, Michael Malone, you're one delusional bastard, aren't you? I mean, how about this? Take a look at this and you tell me whether or not you think Jokic is going to get suspended for this, because this is absolute insanity, okay? The Miami Heat are on the road to face off against the Denver Nuggets, and they're getting absolutely clobbered by the Nuggets despite them not having Jamal Murray or having Michael Porter Jr. The Nuggets are up 111-94 at this point, where I guess Markieff Morris, I can't really tell from this angle, but I guess Markieff Morris had a hard foul on Nikola Jokic, and I guess Nikola Jokic just took it the wrong way, man, because the moment Morris turned his back towards Jokic, Jokic hits him with by far one of the craziest cheap shots I think I have ever seen an NBA player hit another man with. I mean, look, man, I've been around for the Malice at the Palace. I've seen a lot of NBA fights before, and of course, this isn't nearly on that caliber, but this is still not okay. You can see that Markieff Morris sustained a decent injury as a result of this. He wasn't able to get up straight. You can see he's in absolute agonizing pain. His head seems to have taken a hard hit on this, man, so like, I really don't blame him, especially when you have a man that's 6'11", weighing in at 284 pounds, coming at you at full freaking speed. Now, get a look at this, man. Jimmy Butler has a very appropriate reaction to all of this, saying, and you can make out what he says through his mouth, saying, bring that shit, bring that shit. Bring your ass to the back. Bring your ass to the back. Let's go. So Jimmy Butler is literally trying to fight Nikola Jokic for this, which I don't blame him, man. What Jokic did over here is absolutely out of line. I mean, I don't know any other way to say what Jokic did here is so not okay, and the worst part of this entire situation is the fact that Nikola Jokic is the current defending MVP, and I know it's not someone that you typically think of when you think of the NBA. You know, you think of LeBron James, maybe Steph Curry, maybe Kevin Durant, but the defending MVP is supposed to be one of the best representatives for the NBA and the way the game of basketball is being played, and this is definitely not it, man. So Nikola Jokic needs to be suspended for multiple games as a result of this. I mean, I understand a hard foul, man, and a hard foul happens. It's really easy to get into the heat of games sometimes, and I've seen it happen multiple times, but one, we're in the beginning of the NBA season. So with all due respect, I'm really happy the NBA season's back. I love basketball. I'm glad it's back, and I love the intensity. I love the new rule changes. I love the fact that it's harder to draw fouls, but playing with this intensity this early in the season, where by far probably the least important games are currently being played, when two of your other star players are out and they're going to be out for the foreseeable future, and then not only committing a hard foul, but committing a hard foul once your team has clearly won this game, unless some sort of Tracy McGrady like miracle happens, is absolutely inexcusable. I mean, if you saw Markieff Morris driving to the basket, I'd understand, but in this instance, he wasn't even doing that. I don't know if Markieff Morris was trying to get into Jokic's head. I'm assuming that was the case, because at least Marcus Morris is historically notorious for being able to get into opposing players' heads, and it does commit the occasional cheap shot, I'll admit. But in this instance, man, your team is up by 17. There's 2 minutes left to go. The game is about to end. The only way Markieff Morris could score the slightest W on Jokic is to get him so pissed off that he'll deliver a cheap shot on him that would get him suspended for a handful of games. And guess what, man? That's exactly what he did. He succeeded. So this is a gigantic L for Nikola Jokic and a huge L for the Denver Nuggets. Hopefully someone else could step up while Jokic gets suspended. I'm imagining that this is going to be a much more harsher punishment than a regular flagrant foul punishment, but that's my take on it, man. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.